Today, folks, again, the silver to gold ratio is completely out of whack. Historical highs. It takes 80 ounces of silver to buy 1 ounce of gold. So a lot of people who are looking at this very carefully, they know that the silver to gold ratio coming out of the ground right now is actually maybe 7, 8, 9 to 1. So there's a big discrepancy here, meaning that there's way more moves for silver to go up in this revaluation than for gold. So this is very, very interesting. Let's talk about that, Janine. I was talking to Andy earlier today, and of course, I couldn't get him on the phone. He's got a gazillion orders coming in because people are realizing, hey, while the silver is cheap and being suppressed today because the Federal Reserve was coming out with their taper talk, they're talking about accelerating interest rate hikes here very soon. It kind of caused all of this turmoil here and this down pressure on silver just before that meeting. So let's ask for, how do I do this time? We've been asking this question in many different angles. What do the people need to know who are not invested in silver right now? What do they need to know about silver and how potentially it'll have an impact on their life? Let's get a message from the stars on that angle or at that front.
Wow. Okay, so that's the past.
Yeah.
It says, so you've been resisting, because lots of people resist. Like I resisted for a really, people were, I had a client years ago who always paid me in silver coins and told me one day I could pay my son's, he was thinking around the time my son was 18, I'd be able to pay his university. And that's that he's 18 this year. So he was right on in the timing.
Right.
Okay. So I just want to give that guy a shout out. I won't say his name because he didn't give me permission, but he for a long time was telling me about this. So it looks like, so they're resisting, even though there's a lot of evidence or intelligent people talking about, hey, this is going, they're going to resist. Okay. But in the next, I'd say this month, so that's my December card, you might want to grab some of it because this is what's going to happen. It's going to get really voluptuous. Mm-hmm. It's going to be the thing that could even give you like what people are calling generational wealth.
Right.
Like set your whole life. Like say you bought your silver today at what is it, 25 or something?
It was 22. Well, yeah, with the premiums around 25.
By the time you pay the over whatever they call it.
Yeah.
Okay. So say even $27 an ounce. Mm-hmm. And by, January 1, you're looking at closer to 1,000 an ounce, and then like 600 to 1,000, let's say that. Yeah. And then it has that, that's the potential we're looking at. And then it goes up from there. Yeah. So yeah. It's good. Yeah. Like you want to get in on that. Like now you can take that, what you spent, $630 worth of silver. Now you could buy a house with it.
Yeah, pretty much. And that happened in the 1930s for all the people who are looking at this. Oh, that never happened. Oh, yeah. People bought houses or, the Hilton family bought all their hotels at 20 cents on the dollar using silver because they were all out of cash just before the crash. They knew what was coming and they were hard on silver. So that's what created this empire of the Hiltons. Go read your history. Anyways, go check this episode from last Friday with Cliff, Bix, and I, why this time is very different. We do get into the silver and also the decentralized finance system that is coming about here very, very shortly. And if you see the dates on the board as well there, you might be interested in seeing the subsequent show from Friday night with Janine and Julie, where we looked at the astrology of all of these dates and how absolutely critical they are here moving forward. So guys, if you are looking still and you were hesitating and you were on the fence and you're listening to Janine and said, okay, maybe I should dip my toes here, check it out. These are the last discounts that Andy sent me earlier this morning. We had to remove a few things that he's out of stock already, but he put the Philharmonics back on there. Those are at $360 over spot. So that comes out to what Janine was saying here, about $22 per an ounce plus $3 or $4 over spot here. Amazing deal here from Miles Franklin. And you can get that at beyondmystic.net/silver.